Welcome to the real Monster D. That would be me. So, by now, you will likely have seen the new Godzilla Singular Point anime series on Netflix. If not, you might want to get on that. For I do believe that the worries over poor Jet Jaguar have been greatly dispelled. In fact, it is my belief that this tin hero is actually the emotional center of the entire film. No, really. I do believe that this riotous robot is responsible for conveying every single emotion felt in the entire movie. Let me show you how. First, there is the confusion when you first see Jet Jaguar being carted away and then hastily put into action, piloted by the crazy old man Goro. What a patchwork robot this thing is to see, with its sort of locker door entrance, from its sort of patchwork form. Of course, those controversial stubby legs. And when you see the creature move, it has this sort of wacky, awkward, stumbling look to it. So you really do not know where this thing is going to land, both in its success in the story as well as its actual feat. Then, Jet Jaguar also lends himself to laughter. Lots of laughter. Oh, I was full of jollies whenever they pitted Jet Jaguar against Anguirus. As soon as you see these two next to each other, you knew exactly how this fight was going to play out. Jet Jaguar gets the floor mopped out from underneath of him, just simply wiped clean of all pride. Oh, yes, so great, so much laughter indeed. Then, to my surprise, came a sense of awe. Yes, my former laughter and confusion over Jet Jaguar was replaced with a feeling of awe and inspiration. Once Jet Jaguar took his massive, monstrous blade and really started going to work on the this movie's rendition of the Kumongas. Wow. They really put that animation and those moves to the test. You saw this character fight in a way that the Godzilla vs. Megalon movie could never have touched. It was quite a sight to behold. So yes, Jet Jaguar was quite an awe-inspiring image. Indeed. And then came concern. Concern for poor Jet Jaguar. Oh, I was so worried for the Tin Man monster. For those Kumongas hid within themselves a deadly surprise. Yes, so many varying emotions this Jet Jaguar led me to feel. And more to the point, I think the arc that this character lives out in this series actually is a direct correlation to the series itself. The entire series is all about this sort of monster evolution, how all these monsters are connected to a singular point. And right on up to the title character, Godzilla. This movie's Godzilla is all about this sort of hastened, heightened adaptation and mutation, much like Shin Godzilla. Well, Jet Jaguar is much in the same situation, although perhaps a mixture of evolution or adaptation and simply being built up. But you see Jet Jaguar go through a number of changes throughout the series, physically as well as in character as well. So, yes, again, all worries about Jet Jaguar are greatly dispelled. What a great character to behold, and what a fun series to see. Very different, very stylized, imaginative. Quite a bit different from what you might be used to in the old Godzilla movies, but still, I say, worth a watch, worth a roar, worth a set of robotic hand signals of joy. Looking for a monstrous keepsake for your loved one? How about a monster on demand?
I was just so amazed just how many elements, personal elements he got into this one photograph.
I turn your loved ones, pets, even yourself into highly detailed, personalized monster images.
The teeth! The teeth surprised me!
Order yours today at therealmonsterd.com.
My kids came over and they could immediately tell who was who.
And now enjoy the summer sale! All monster classes and monsters on demand are half price for a limited time only. Godzilla. Black Sabbath. What do these two have in common? Well, let us examine. Godzilla originally appeared in the 1954 self-titled film and was the vanguard for an entire new subgenre of science fiction, fantasy, and horror, dubbed Daikaiju Eiga, Japanese giant monster movies. Black Sabbath, with their self-titled debut album, ushered in a brand new era in what was thought to be then a new subgenre of rock and roll, later to be called heavy metal, arguably the first true heavy metal band. So they're firsts in their respective worlds, true pioneers in creativity. But the similarities grow deeper, for Godzilla has long been a metaphor, warning about the dangers of radiation and atomic power. Black Sabbath themselves ushered in a bevy of warnings with their dark, doomy lyrics and gritty riffs, with such titles as War Pigs and Electric Funeral, urging you to avoid such things as war and nuclear fallout. And it goes even deeper. There is a track on the original score of Godzilla, which to me has always stood out among everything else. It is a piece that Akira Ifukube, the composer, created, which, when my young brain first saw it and heard it, I was never really quite sure if this sound was intended to just be music or to actually be an effect of what was going on screen. This track, this section of the film, and that which was being playfully, grimly displayed, was dubbed the Oxygen Destroyer. And right away, as this machine powers up, you hear this rippling, screeching, almost too hard to handle with your ears, crazy effect that he pulled off by, I believe, sliding some metal down some either bass or guitar strings. Just a vile, revolting sound. Ugh, almost too hard to take. Well, if you journey with me all the way to Mob Rules, Black Sabbath's second album to feature then new lead singer Ronnie James Dio, there is a track on there entitled E5150. It is an instrumental track appearing between the songs Sign of the Southern Cross and Mob Rules, sort of linking the two together. Well, what is this E5150 business anyway? What does that mean? Well, if you take a look at the actual title, E, let us take these numbers for their Roman numeral counterparts. We can leave E there for now. And then 5, the Roman numeral for 5 is V. And what is the Roman numeral for 1? But I, right? And then, it might almost be confusing, but you have to actually combine these two. The Roman numeral for 50 is L. The song is evil. If any of you are relatively new to metal, or perhaps even veterans of it, you might be saying, well, duh, of course it's evil. It is metal. But there could be more to it. You see, the track which accompanied the oxygen destroyer in Godzilla was a severe warning of that weapon's capabilities, what it could mean for humanity. It was one big anti-weapon of mass destruction piece. So, could it be a coincidence that this evil device represented in music sounds so eerily similar to this literal evil song that Black Sabbath created? Again, a band known for giving their warnings. Give the two a listen side by side if you are brave enough. Come back, tell me, what do you think? Are they warning us of the same thing? Or are they both warning us of yet another future danger? Looking for a monstrous keepsake for your loved one? How about a monster on demand?
I was just so amazed just how many elements, personal elements, he got into this one photograph.
I turn your loved ones, pets, even yourself into highly detailed, personalized monster images.
The teeth! The teeth surprised me!
Order yours today at therealmonsterd.com.
My kids came over and they could immediately tell who was who.
And now enjoy the summer sale! All monster classes and monsters on demand are half price for a limited time only. Welcome to the drawing challenge. Well, we just spent our time talking about Black Sabbath and Godzilla, which are both figures well known for giving warnings about various things. So, I think I'm going to do a drawing challenge that warns you about something. What will that something be? You'll just have to stick around and see as I draw, okay? It'll be a warning 5-minute mystery. Ready? So here is the time-telling device. And it has begun. So, what could I possibly want to warn you about? Let me see. Let's get funny. Let's get crazy here. So yes, I'm creating a monster. This monster is meant to warn you about something that is very, very bad. Let's see. There we go. What are some popular warnings that you can think about down through the years that you have encountered? You know, you see warnings everywhere, making sure that you and your children and perhaps even your pets stay safe. You know, you think of things like the old Mr. Yuck stickers, which they had kids all too happy to bring home from school and place all over sort of chemicals and bottles and things that they should not ingest. So there was that sort of warning. Then you get warning labels on things like, certain toys or certain products will warn you that they could be potential choking hazards.
All right. What am I warning you of now? All right. So, what do you think? uh, what are some things that you have been warned about down through the years? Perhaps, is there anything you've been warned about that perhaps you maybe ignored and then maybe reap the consequences after? All right, here goes this monster. All right, now, let me see here. Oh, let me pull out my bag of marker tricks and get some red going on here. Whoa, what is going on? What are you seeing here? Oh, how vile. What could it possibly be? I feel like this. Well, first of all, let me enhance some of these lines to make it pop a little more and hide a few of my hiccups there. Blend in my mistakes with the artwork. There we go. And I eventually would like to add some green on here if I have any time left. Oh, big mistake, big mistake. Oh well. Oh well. We'll incorporate that into the drawing. It'll be like bear claws. See? Always thinking on my feet. This fellow's doing something with his feet, but what? Alright, what is he doing? He looks to be in some kind of pain. From what, though? Alright, so I'm going to create sort of like a green veiny pattern on this character. Something strange for sure. Alright. Veiny. Another way to look at this pattern would be viney. That could be a hint. Alright. What else? Let's accentuate that painful face. Make those eyes bigger, more severe. Some brow sort of wrinkles and lines. Ugh. What is going on with this poor creature? Whatever could it be? Oh! All right, have you figured it out yet? He's itching all over. Red lines and bumps. All sorts of marks. If I had to give this creature a name, it might be something like Ivira. For this creature is meant to warn you about the dangers of poison ivy. Oh, have you ever had to deal with poison ivy? I know I have, and I will warn you to stay away, just as Ivira would be none too glad to do as well. Well, if you enjoyed this drawing, as well as the video entire, will you not please click on that like button and toll that bell so you can be ready, willing, and salivating, but not itching, for the very next episode of The Real Monster D. Stay monstrous! Ah!